Welcome back again, amazing ladies and gentlemen, delectable listeners of the greatest genre in the world, Afrobeats. We're back again with odd stories this week. I'm Director Cruz. This is Billboard Nigeria, and we're coming to you with Billboard Nigeria weekly news. Just like we do every week, we help you keep track of the records with our recording. So let's go straight into it. This week, Burna Boy again ties Davido as the Nigerian artist with the most music videos across all credits to cross 100 million views on YouTube. Remember that just 2 weeks ago, Davido set the new record with 11 videos, but now Burna Boy has closed the gap with his feature on the World Cup song Die Die with Shakira.
Taking all that our hearts can hold, and we can't hold on to the past no more.
His packed list of hits include City Boys, Location with Dave, Bono, For My Hand with Ed Sheeran, Last, Common Person, Die Die with Shakira, Own It with Stormzy and Ed Sheeran, Ye, On The Low, and Be Honest with Georgia Smith. Still on topic of new records and milestones, Davido's Kante with Faith becomes the 9th most streamed song of all time in Spotify history. I remember when this position belonged to Asake's Remember. Now I can tell you that it belongs to Kante.
Make your body come, my body make a cool my tension.
But remember that Asake just dropped an album, and just as Kante is skillful, Asake is definitely skillful. And his song that reiterates how skillful he is, Skillful, off his last album, was used in the new Apple AirPods Pro 3 advert. I was watching the advert and I just couldn't look away. Just like you definitely cannot look away from Mr. P of P Square's new song, I Can't Look Away. In a recent interview, Mr. P announced that he's about to release a no-skip album. Album will not get any skips. Basically saying that it's going to be one of the most talked about albums in history.
I think I'm about to have non-skip album. This album will be among the most talked about album in the history of Afrobeat. People start see people. That was what I wanted.
Whilst Mr. P plans on dropping the most talked about album in history, Victony reviews in a recent interview why he doesn't talk much online.
We don't hear too much from you. Is it like you're shy or?
The music is the best way I express myself. If I want to talk to my fans, I just leave it on there.
A very interesting statement from Victony. Davido also made a global statement on the stage of the FIFA World Cup countdown concert with his outfit, with a strong message to the Nigerian government: bring them home. On his jacket were prints of all the names of the abducted students and teachers were printed all over.
As you can see, we're out here representing our people. Shout out to every life that's been kidnapped and those that lost their lives. May God comfort their families as we pray for their return.
Sabi girl Ayra Starr causes a visual natural disaster with the visuals of a new song Tornado off her incoming album Star Girl.
If you're starving, come to me. I'm that girl they wanna be. When
Speaking of head turning news, singer L.A.X engages his girlfriend in Warri in Delta State. This is a mark of a new season for the artist.
No time for story. No time for story. Baby,
Speaking of new eras, Rema rolls out the start of a new era in his career as he cops a new angel piece from Benny the Jeweler.
Yeah, I see the angel on the neck, 1 of 1. 6 figures on the neck, man, truly divine. For the legend, Rema, go get that shit, bro.
And that will be all for the news this week. Let's look at the list that you're here for. Billboard Nigeria 202 albums chart, Billboard Nigeria Hot 101 artist charts, and the Billboard Nigeria Hot 101 songs. Let's look at the Billboard 202 top 202 albums in Nigeria. Let's just look at the top 10 together. At number 10, we have Captain by Benson. At number 9, we have Fujimoto by Shea Vibes. At number 8, we have No Signs of Weakness by Burna Boy. At number 7, we have Street Therapist by Famous Pluto. At number 6, we have Mr. Money with the Vibe by Asake. Number 5, we have Catharsis by Fola. At number 4, we have The Game Needs Us by Benson. At number 3, we have Work of Art by Asake. At number 2, we have Clarity of Mind by Omale. And finally, at number 1, back to back weeks at number 1, has been number 1 since its release, Money by Asake. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the Billboard Artist 101 charts. Let's look at the top 10 together. At number 10, we have Kiss Daniel. At number 9, we have Black Bones. At number 8, we have a new addition to the top 10 list. We have Mr. P of P Square. At number 7, we have Thames. At number 6, we have Ayra Starr. At number 5, we have Whiskey Big Wiz. At number 4, we have Asake, Ololademi Asake, the landlord of the charts. At number 3 this week, we have a shining star. We have Rema. At number 2, we have Owo Baba Imade Davido. And finally, at number 1, was number 2 last week. Now is number 1. We have Burna Boy. And finally, the list I'm sure that you have been waiting for. The list that you always fight. Let's get this list. Let's look at this list. Finally, we have Billboard Nigeria Hot 101 songs. Let's look at the top 10 together. At number 10, we have Ashake's Worship. At number 9, we have Motion Sickness staying on the charts with Mood Black and Zlatan. At number 8, we have Victony's long anticipated single, We Are Fresh by Victony. At number 7, a fresh release also from these two artists, Pokoli and Shea Vibes, coming together for the first time to collaborate on a song. We have Opera Mini by Pokoli and Shea Vibes. At number 6, we have standing strong on the charts, Money Can't Buy Happiness by Asake. At number 5, last week at number 5, this week again at number 5. In the top 10 since its release, we have Back Outside by Benson and SARS.
Are you kidding me? I'm going to no go finish it. Oh no, can't spell me. She go believe my ministry. Oh,
at number 4, we have Young John's Ilumilu.
Miami, I get the ink up for Miami. I get one Latina, kill it on me. She wanna carry grandbaby for yummy, yummy. And I see the money coming.
At number 3, we have Forgiveness by Asake.
It can take time and effort, but to get on you and me stubborn. You will look by me a ball.
Number 2, we have Chanel by Black Bones.
Just when I'm a bitty catch, kill it, my DN say she love my charisma. Say she love it, our black boy, I'm a beyond.
And finally, at number 1, we have Gratitude by Asake. Ladies and gentlemen, you already know what you have to do now. You have to share, like, subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend that this is where it's at every week. Share, like, and subscribe. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, X, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We would always be there to you. You can also check out our website. Make sure that you stay plugged in everything you do. Just make sure that you stay plugged into Billboard Nigeria. Our website, www.billboardnigeria.com.